Ever find yourself daydreaming about winning the lottery? Becoming rich overnight? Getting sweet revenge? Or maybe imagining the perfect love story, where everything finally goes right? Yeah, me too. Sometimes those fantasies feel better than real life. They're like free painkillers, easy to access, instantly soothing. But here's the truth. If you're always escaping into your imagination, it might be more than zoning out. It could be maladaptive daydreaming, a real psychological coping mechanism. We build fantasy worlds because real life feels too painful, too lonely, too out of control. Maybe you grew up feeling ignored, judged, or never truly seen. So now you create stories where you finally feel safe, powerful, wanted. But the more perfect the fantasy, the harsher reality feels. And slowly, we lose touch. Here's how to break the cycle. Turn fantasy into action. Use those dreams as blueprints. Break them down into small, real-world goals. Get around people who make you feel seen, not judged. Practice sharing your real emotions. No filters, no scripts. Your imagination is beautiful, but your real life deserves love too. And the more you engage with the present, the less you'll need to escape it. You're not too sensitive. You're just ready to come home to yourself. Ever feel like your biggest enemy is your own mind? You want to start anything, but your brain floods with questions. What if I fail? Will they judge me? Am I even good enough? So you wait. You overthink. And slowly, the spark fades. You rehearse every conversation in your head before it happens. Water down your words, soften your tone, just to avoid being misunderstood. You're not living. You're managing perceptions. Then come the thoughts that never shut up. Embarrassing memories, worst-case scenarios, a voice that whispers, "You're the problem. You're not enough." That's not reality. It's mental exhaustion. You're stuck in a fight with yourself, trying to win a war no one else can see. But hear this. You don't have to silence a noise all at once. Just shift your focus. Do one small thing you can control. Stand up. Drink water. Send the text. Prove to your brain you're still here, still moving. You're not broken. You're just tired of carrying everything alone. You deserve to rest without guilt, and you deserve to come back. One quiet step at a time. In psychology, there's a personality type that looks bright on the outside, but carries constant heaviness inside. They laugh, joke, socialize. People call them the sunshine in the room. But quietly, they've stopped expecting much from life. Sound familiar? Maybe everyone says you're cheerful, easy to talk to, the one who lifts the mood. But they don't see how your brain spirals the moment something small goes wrong. You don't solve problems, you imagine the worst-case scenario before anything even happens. You've rehearsed breakdowns that haven't even occurred. That's called catastrophic thinking, a cognitive distortion. It makes tiny problems feel massive. It filters every moment through a lens of fear. You don't overthink because you're dramatic. You do it because you're scared you won't survive the real pain if it actually comes. You joke it off. You say, "I'm fine." Not because you are, but because you've been disappointed too many times to risk hoping. It's not paranoia, it's pattern recognition. Your brain has learned to expect the letdown, but your heart is tired from preparing for it. You bottle your emotions. You write long messages and delete them. Not because you don't feel, it's because you're scared of being met with silence. You stay up late, scrolling, until a random line cracks your chest open. The tears are close, but still, you whisper, "It's fine." And the next day, you smile again like nothing happened. This is high-functioning depression. It wears a bright face and keeps showing up, not because it's easy, but because it became a habit. Often it starts early. Maybe when small mistakes were met with harsh words. Why can't you just be good? Why do you always mess things up? So you tried harder. You started believing love had to be earned. Be good, be quiet, be useful. Then maybe, just maybe, you'd be enough. You became the fixer, the caretaker, the people pleaser, the one who always checked how others felt, even when no one checked on you. You carry everyone, but never say when you're breaking. It's not that you don't want to be seen. You've just stopped believing anyone would really stay if they saw the mess. You fear vulnerability not because you're cold, but because you've been hurt for being honest. So you shut down, you swallow tears, until one day your silence becomes a habit too. But here's the truth. You're not too sensitive. You're just long overdue for gentleness. So where do we begin? Not with forcing strength, but with softness. Start by giving yourself permission to be messy, to collapse, to admit, even in a whisper, I'm not okay. You don't feel too much. You just haven't felt safe in too long. Take 5 minutes. Breathe. No screen, no pressure. Just stillness. That's not laziness. That's recovery. Next time the emotions flood in, don't ask, why am I like this? Ask, what do I need right now? A fix or just a hug?
You don't need to be perfect to be loved. You don't need to be cheerful to be understood. You've already held on for so long. Let yourself rest. You were always worthy of being treated gently. What's really trapping young Americans today? Is it student loans piling up endlessly, job uncertainty, or the overwhelming cost of healthcare? Maybe it's the constant pressure of social media, where our self-worth gets tied to likes, shares, and unrealistic standards. Are we stuck comparing ourselves to idealized lifestyles we see online, feeling inadequate at every swipe? In a society polarized by politics and divided by opinions, perhaps we're losing our genuine connections with others. Freedom isn't scrolling endlessly. It's found in meaningful, authentic conversations and experiences. Maybe what traps us isn't external conditions alone, but the fear of not measuring up to an image society dictates. It's time we redefine success on our terms, embracing our imperfections and authenticity. Because the strongest cage isn't made by others, it's built by our own doubts and fears. 3 mindsets that will set you free.
Number 1, learn to accept the sudden losses in life. Spilled milk, a lost wallet, a love that slipped away, a friendship that ended. If you can't change it, let it go. Just remember, in this world, nothing really matters except life and death. Number 2, don't feel small. Don't think you're less than anyone else. How good someone is, how well they're doing, that has nothing to do with you. Everyone walks their own path. So instead of overthinking, focus on becoming better. And number 3, live in the past and you'll feel depressed. Live in the future and you'll feel anxious. Only when you live in the moment can you truly be happy. We've only got around 30,000 days in this life, so enjoy one day at a time. Be brave, because you'll never be younger than you are right now.